Judging by my muscular body, most of you have probably realized by now that I do weightlifting on a regular basis. Now, when I first began weightlifting, I didn't just start benching 200 pounds right off the bat like I do now. Instead, I started with 10 pounds the first week, maybe 20 pounds the next week, 30 the week after that, over and over, until I finally got the type of muscles that I have now. The type the most men only dream of having. Now, this is what school is like. Going to elementary and middle school is like lifting those 10 or 20 pound weights, but as we graduate high school, we are all getting another step closer to lifting our own 200-pound dream. Now, this 200-pound dream is different for every person. For some, it may be getting a job, or joining the military, or going off to college, but whatever it may be, by graduating high school, we are all getting stronger so that one day we can attain our 200-pound goals in life. Now, throughout our time here at Union, I'm sure it's been an up and down roller coaster for all of us. I mean, there have been the good moments at Union, like going to the football games, school dances, seeing our friends at lunch. And of course, there's been the not so good moments at Union. Allow me to expose them at this time. Like, for instance, you know how the downstairs boys' bathroom gets mysteriously locked like every other week? And for who knows what reason, you're forced to drag yourself all the way upstairs, all the while knowing a perfectly good so-called public bathroom is going unused downstairs. And why is the downstairs one locked? Is there something wrong with it? Is it too convenient for people? No, not really. Most things at Union have been great, but just another example. The way we have to wait for a certain security guard to check that you have an off-campus pass. He's been staring at it for the last half hour as he has his head sticked in the window. It's ridiculous. No, of course there have been a few annoyances here, but in all seriousness, I think we can agree what a great school Union has been to us over the years. In 2008, a young, blonde, most would say attractive 14-year-old boy walked through the doors of Union High School for the first time. And now, nearly 4 years later, that same young, blonde, somehow even more attractive boy has walked out of those doors for the final time, but now as a man. I am that man, and this is Union's thank you for the better, which is quite impressive considering the little room for improvement. I'm sure each of you have matured and grown here as well on your high school journey. Now, one example where I was able to learn and grow was a couple years ago. It was on the last day of English class. I was drinking my Diet Pepsi, and I noticed my friend had some Mentos. And with my teacher and I having a mutual distaste for one another throughout the year, I got a great idea. I took one of his Mentos and dangled it over my top. I wasn't sure if anything would actually happen, and I almost didn't go through with it, but everyone around me started chanting, "Do it, do it." And being the people pleaser that I am, I dropped it in. Now, nothing happened at first, and I just thought, yeah, it worked. And suddenly, the pop just starts jetting out of the can, reaching the ceiling, getting all over everyone's hair, everyone's clothes. People were screaming, especially Sean Taylor, who was the loudest screamer. I felt partially responsible for what had happened, so I tried to put my hands over to stop it, but it starts going on the walls, getting all over my teacher's special handmade posters she's been working on all year. It falls to the ground in all this chaos, and it's like a janitor's worst nightmare in there, and my teacher holds me responsible for it. I don't know why, but this experience, it was horrible, but it taught me an invaluable lesson I think all of us have learned at some point in high school. We all make mistakes in life, like putting the Mentos in the Pepsi, and it may seem like a problem only gets worse when we try to fix it, but it has been said, but never actually proven, that the word graduation stems from a Latin term meaning fresh start. So let's all take this time to make a fresh start in the world as we exit high school, and at the same time take away with us the amazing memories we made here as Titans. But before I finish, I'd like to bring up a serious issue in our country concerning high school students. Statistics report that in the U.S., 78% of females graduate high school. Meanwhile, only 62% of males end up graduating high school. So as you can imagine, it was an uphill battle for someone like me to graduate. However, despite the odds being stacked against me, I was able to overcome. So in closing, I would like to dedicate my speech to high school boys across America who I have now paved the way for to receive their diplomas. Let me just tell you all, God bless America. Thank you.
You did a great job.
That was so fun. Good job, Jordan.
You did a good job.